You hate me, don't you?
Kons podcast.
You hate me, don't you?
Hit that like button, subscribe and share.
You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you?
Constant content.
Suge Knight going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Ray J and Suge Knight going back and forth. Plays the Def Jam over a Kendrick verse that they have coming up on their new album. But they not gon' hit him with the death penalty no more, you know what I'm saying? Which is that's a brief win. Def Jam was spooked because of Drake's lawsuits and shit that he got going on. You feel me? Def Jam is not trying to be. Yeah, what's up? What's going on? What's happening on this Tuesday? You feel me? June 3rd at 1:40 in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening? Hope all y'all Mondays was nice and productive. You know what I mean? Hope y'all got y'all work in on a good Monday. We all know Mondays could be hard to the motherfucker, you know what I mean? But hopefully you enjoyed Kons podcast yesterday and you had a good Monday, you know what I mean? This is now Tuesday. We are at the second day of the week. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 more days to go before that good weekend comes. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations. You've made it past day 1. You are on day 2 of the work week. You know what I mean? I hope you're doing cool. Hope your work week is cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been a little bit of things going on, you know what I'm saying? Ain't too much, only got 3 little topics for you today, you know what I'm saying? But I hope you enjoyed yesterday's episode, you feel me, 256, you know what I mean? I had some little shit that I had to address on there due to the recent motherfucking whatever that's been happening around that shit. I had to address that shit, you know what I mean? But we definitely touched on Clipse, you know what I mean? Got about their new album dropping, coming out July 11th, you feel me? We also touched on Snoop Dogg is making artwork out of his roaches, his blunt. Bro, touched on Mariah Mills is doubling down on that lawsuit with Zion Williamson, you know what I'm saying, hooking up with Tony Buzz. We also touched on Jonathan Joss, who was unalived by his neighbor, who was a homophobic and didn't like seeing him and his husband in love. So there was a situation where he was gunned down checking the mail. But yeah, though, you know what I'm saying, that was yesterday's episode. I hope y'all enjoyed that, you feel me? If this your first time here, you just hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? This is where we do headlines, news, you know what I mean? This is where we go over it. There's certain headlines and certain topics and titles that you didn't see when you logged on Google, logged on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, logged on your homepage on the internet, you know what I mean, whatever headlines that may have popped up that you might have seen, I'm probably going to be touching on one of them right here on Kons podcast, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, you feel me, this is episode 257, you know what I'm saying? How was y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good, you feel me? I hope y'all done told somebody about this shit. I hope y'all done told a friend, told a cousin, told a dad, told a mom, told somebody about Kons podcast, you know what I mean? Let's get that subscriber count up, you feel me? So today's episode, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be going over Ray J went back and forth with Suge Knight, has some word. Ray J has some sharp words for Suge Knight. We're gonna get into that. I'm also show you what Suge Knight said about Ray J. I got clips on both of those. We're gonna touch on Clipse. Pusha T revealed something about a verse that they had, and they had to part ways with Def Jam due to it. A certain somebody. And Lil Durk has had a little recent win in the battle in the courtroom, you know what I mean? Small win though, definitely a small win, but we're gonna touch on those 3 topics today on episode 257. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, you know what I mean? It's episode 257. Without further ado, no more banter. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long today. Let's jump right into it, you know what I mean? So Ray J, you know what I mean? Ray J and Suge Knight going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Ray J and Suge Knight going back and forth. Suge said him and Diddy is lovers, you know what I mean? Said him and Diddy is lovers. Pretty much saying that Ray J got gay shit going on because he had put together a talent agency of a bunch of people who are gay, specifically for them, and calls it the gaygency. So Suge was like, man, you doing a bunch of gay ass shit out here, you know what I mean? And said that he was lovers with Diddy, you feel me? Suge has said this on some type of news show that some white dude was talking to him, you know what I mean? He had said this about Ray J, and of course Ray J is trying to get his little streaming level up, so he's been streaming a lot, so he went on Twitch and clapped back at Suge Knight. You know what I mean? Went on to say that they went to buy 25 sticks of butter for this nigga, and he was sticking it up motherfuckers' asses and taking their cheeks. God damn it, Lord have mercy. Ray J was going in. So this clip you about to see, I'm gonna show you Suge Knight's first. This is what Suge Knight had to say about Ray J on this news show. Check it out.
Yeah, and you know, it's a big world, but it's a small circle. You know, Ray J and Puffy was closer than closer. Ray J tells a lot of stuff, and it's not up to me to tell the story because that's Ray J's story. But Ray J and Puffy definitely were lovers. Puffy allegedly gave him $10 million to, you know, to an album. They never put one song of two brothers loving each other, whatever it's supposed to be in. You know, it's just, to me, we have so much. If you look at all the bad things in hip hop, when it's all said and done, it comes in
just to be clear, what I think you just said, Suge, you just said that Diddy and Reggie were lovers. Is that what you said? Ray J.
I said Ray J and Puffy was lovers.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that well known?
Of course.
You seen, understand? That's what Suge Knight had to say about Ray J and Diddy. You feel me? And this is Ray J's clapback. What he had to say, clapping back at Suge Knight. Check this clip out.
Oh my God, this is crazy. This is a clip with Ray J saying that Suge Knight is wrong and sinister for saying that him and Puff Daddy were lovers and that Ray J was involved with a lot of the Diddy parties. So let's spill this tea, Diddy, and get straight into this. What do you guys think about this? Hit those comments, like, follow, and share. Join the family, man. I need you guys over here, no joke. Let's get straight into this.
And now Suge trying to say that me and Puffy are lovers, and that me and Puffy are lovers, bro. Really? That's how low you want to go, Suge? Me and Ray J and Puffy are lovers, bro. That's one of dead homies, bro. Ray J and Puffy are lovers, bro. Hey yo, what the fuck? That's what Suge trying to say. Now, anyway, Suge's disappointed me. It let me know that Suge's a complete cunt. I never thought that I would publicly say that Suge's a cunt because I've always had Suge's back, and I don't mean ass. Unbelievable, Suge. Like, for you to showcase how dirty and dark you are, and I've been supporting you even through the dark times, and now you want to, like, disrespect the gaygency and say that I'm doing gay shit when you know I'm not. And if you not, the gaygency mad because they like, damn, he's saying you doing gay shit, bro. And if you are, and I didn't tell the gaygency, bro, they gonna take me, bro.
They gonna take me?
If I tell my gay friends that I've been gay and I ain't gay and I lie to them, bro, you know what's gonna happen to me? Bro, it ain't gonna look good, bro. So you got my whole gaygency team questioning, like, what I'm doing, bro, and you know what's up. You know you the one. Suge. Suge. Okay.
Now here's where you deep.
All right, I'm only gonna say this because I don't want to talk. I don't want to say too much. The agency here. I don't know if y'all remember when I entered into the news game last year, but now I'm an official affiliate for multiple news networks. I have my own news show. It's called The Reality Check. Me and Amber Rose just closed a new big deal with a multimedia news firm, so we'll be the new anchors of some mainstream shit happening, right? But if you remember, I said asses are being taken. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. I said that on the national news. That shit went viral.
How would you know?
And guess what? Niggas thought I was talking about Diddy. That's why I got into it with his sons, because they come press me. I'm like, bro, mind y'all business. Y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. Nigga, I'm talking about Suge, bro. I'm talking about Suge taking niggas, not Diddy. Suge is a big ass raper taker for men, bro. I mean, a real taker. And he can't deny this, bro. We used to go to the store and get that nigga like 25 sticks of like butter, parquet butter, the sticks. He used to take them back and he used to shove them up niggas' ass and fuck them, bro. And females, it was crazy, bro. I can't even believe that I said that, but since you trying to like You trying to darken my name, Suge, and trying to say some gay shit about me when you know I got a lot of gay friends and you know the gay community supports me. So you know, like I'm bulletproof unless my dick been in that hole. And if it was, then I'll be celebrated even more because now I'm like one of the flyest, gayest niggas out. But I can't take that credit. What? I can't do that, bro. And you trying to throw gay shit on me like it's.
You seen, understand? That was Ray J going in on Suge. You know what I mean? Definitely going in. Said that nigga went to the stove, got 25 sticks of butter, and he was shoving them up niggas' asses and taking cheeks. Lord have mercy. He even said the brand name, Parquet. God. Yo. Other news, Clipse. You know what I mean? Clipse Pusha T has talked to GQ magazine and revealed that they chose to part ways with Def Jam over a Kendrick verse that they have coming up on their new album. So they had parted ways with Def Jam because they had Kendrick featured on a song on God Sort 'Em Out, the new album dropping July 11th. You know what I'm saying? Apparently Def Jam was worried about two of Drake's rivals teaming up on an album with the lawsuit going on with Drake. So Def Jam was like, nah, man, y'all gotta go. Y'all either can drop us, you feel me, or y'all gotta take that verse off. We ain't fucking with that. Drake is out here suing niggas, and y'all got Kendrick on a verse. Yo, I'm not liking it. Fuck all that shit. I'm not gonna be a part of it. So Clipse was like, well, fuck y'all. We out. I ain't taking this verse off of shit. Hey, that shit funny a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they had revealed that, you know what I mean, that they had chose to part ways with Def Jam over a Kendrick verse. You know what I mean? Wanted him to take it off. And it was like, hell nah, we ain't taking that shit off. We'd rather part ways with y'all and leave that shit on. So this next clip you about to see is just a clip of speaking on such topic. Check it out.
It's a single Def Jam never wanted you to hear. And the reason why says everything about how the industry works.
Ballerinas doing pirouettes inside of my snow globe.
The Clipse is back, and they had Kendrick Lamar on a record that was supposed to lead the album, but when they refused to take him off, Def Jam and Clipse parted quicker than the Red Sea. Just like that. Why? Because Drake is suing UMG and Kendrick is public enemy number one in that camp. Rock Nation backed Kendrick at the Super Bowl.
It's the Super Bowl, but the difference is it's just two guys. Hey Drake, I hear you like I'm young.
Drake pulls songs from DJ Khaled, who's managed by Rock Nation. This ain't about music beef anymore. It's strategic warfare from the Iceman. I think that's the name of the album. This wasn't about bars. It wasn't about fans. This was about power. The Clipse and Kendrick single, you were never supposed to hear it. And now, it's still on the way. Pusha T said, I'm your Pusha.
You see, you feel me? That was him breaking it all down for you on how Def Jam chose to part ways over that Kendrick verse. Can't wait to hear it. Lil Durk has had a small, briefly, tiny, small little win in court. You know what I mean? Had a small little win in this case being that they said they're not seeking the death penalty no more on this case anymore. His legal team argues that the prosecution relies too much on an unreliable informant. That nigga offered up to $4.5 million package for his bond and offered up real estate and cash to verify the funds. If he was convicted on charges like conspiracy and murder for hire, you know what I'm saying, he still faces a life sentence. You know what I mean? The judge is supposed to resume and drop the gavel and make a choice today, as of today, June 3rd. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be making a decision today on this shit. You feel me? But they not gonna pit him with the death penalty no more. You know what I'm saying? Which is that's a brief win. You feel me? They not gonna try to body you by dropping the gavel. You know what I'm saying? But you still looking at a life sentence with the charges with conspiracy and murder for hire. You know what I'm saying? So they supposed to be making a judgment today on that. You feel me? So these next little clips that you about to see is the drip news style. You know what I mean? The first clip you gonna see is got a little glitches in the speech like we have seen before with this AI shit. You know what I mean? And then I got drip news is gonna be the clip coming up right after that to let you further know little details on this Lil Durk situation. So check these clips out. I'll see you when you get back.
Lil Durk just dodged a massive bullet. He will not face the death penalty. That's the latest from his serious murder for hire case. The Attorney General basically told prosecutors to stand down on seeking capital punishment. Remember, Durk's been behind bars since last October, accused in connection with with the alleged plot against Quando Rondo that tragically led to Rondo's cousin's death in 2022. Now, all eyes are on his bond hearing. He's trying to get out, offering up a staggering $4.5 million package, including his own cash, record label money, and real estate. Plus, he's willing to do 24/7 home confinement. His legal team argues the prosecution's case for keeping him locked up leans too much on an unreliable informant. But even without the death penalty, Durk still faces life in prison if convicted on charges like conspiracy and murder for hire. The judge makes the call on his bond June 3rd. If he doesn't get it, he's waiting for trial in jail until October 2025. Big decision coming.
Lil Durk's lawyers just dropped a bomb. They say the feds got nothing but rap lyrics as evidence in his murder for hire case. The Chicago Star's legal team is calling out the weak case, saying when prosecutors quote lyrics, it means they're desperate. They're defending Durk as a Grammy winner and dedicated father who's been giving back to Chicago through his foundation. The feds claim he ordered a hit on Quando Rondo, but his team's ready to fight these charges in court. Wild how they're trying to use his own bars against him.
I'm saying, as you seen, you know what I mean, that was the drip news style, you know what I'm saying, news anchors that just briefly sum it up, everything, put it in a nutshell for you, let you know what's going on.
Yo, what's up? What's happening? Yeah, if you liking all this daily content that I'm posted Monday through Friday, you know what I'm saying, that you get Kons podcast, you know what I mean, I'm hitting you with something about these headlines, about these news, updating you on current shit that I might have talked about previously. If you fuck with Kons podcast, hit that subscribe button. Now's your time to do that right now, you know what I'm saying, to tell somebody about it. Hit the like button too and comment on what you may think about what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, hit the like button, share, all that shit, you know what I'm saying, do that shit right now. Let's get back to the episode.
You know what I'm saying, that was going on with Lil Durk, you feel me? So that's a quick three little topics I had for today, you know what I'm saying, not too much, you feel me? So in today's episode 257, as we conclude and move on to the closing thoughts, we definitely touched on Ray J was clapping back at Suge Knight for Suge Knight saying that he was in the gay shit and he was lovers with Diddy. Ray J had a hell of a clapback for Suge Knight with a whole lot of sharp, poisonous words for him. Clipse had came out and did an interview with GQ magazine. We also touched on how Pusha T came out and said that Def Jam wanted him to shake off Kendrick's verse or edit it up, censor it or something, and they wasn't with it, so they chose to part ways with Def Jam. Lil Durk got a small little win in this case, said that they not pursuing the death penalty. I guess that's a small win in anybody's case if you find out that they are not trying to pursue killing you. You know what I mean? But he is still looking at a life sentence with the charges that's built up against him. You know what I'm saying? But that's everything we touched on today for episode 257. So now for the little closing thoughts real quick on these three different topics, you know what I mean? First up was Ray J, you know what I'm saying? Ray J and Suge, I thought it was hilarious, you know what I mean? I thought Ray J's a funny ass dude, you know what I mean? Especially with the streaming shit that he got going, he just be letting loose, you know what I'm saying? The nigga be letting loose, he be letting his words flow on that motherfucker, you feel me? So he definitely has some major clapback, y'all heard it, you know what I mean? 3 minutes of clapback on that nigga Suge, you feel me, from Ray J, you know what I'm saying? Had a whole lot to say about that nigga, you feel me? He out here taking cheeks. He said that's who he was talking about when Diddy's sons thought that they were talking about Diddy. He said, nigga, I was talking about Suge, nigga. This nigga out here taking man cheeks. He said, that nigga said he went to the stove, remember, and he got 25 sticks of butter. Said Suge was shoving them up niggas' asses and taking cheeks. Lord have mercy. Some sharp, venomous words coming from Ray J at Suge Knight. You feel me? Suge Knight had some words for him too, saying that he was digging off in gay shit and he was lovers with Diddy. I don't know how true that may be, you know what I'm saying? But
Hey, man, I mean, I thought the shit was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? All the shit that Ray J was saying on his stream about Suge was funny to hear for sure. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going to come out of that feud. If niggas is going to start funking for real, or, you know what I mean? Niggas going to start pulling up on niggas, or Suge going to have niggas pull up on, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I hope not. You feel me? You know what I mean? But Suge Knight, this nigga ain't got shit to lose. That nigga sitting in jail. You know what I mean? Looking at a long time. You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting out. You feel me? So I don't know what's up with that. You feel me? I hope it don't lead to no violence, though. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, y'all both were just fucking trolling. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both were trolling. I don't think Suge really legit knows, and I don't think Ray J really legit knows, and I don't think he went to the store with bought 25 sticks of butter for niggas' booty holes. You know, y'all just don't. But hey, these celebrities is weird. That could very well be a true story. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You feel me? These celebrities are weird. You feel me? Clipse, you know what I'm saying? Ray J came out, Pusha T came out and said that they wanted that nigga to edit and censor Kendrick's verse that they got featured on the song coming up on their upcoming album. Clipse was like, fuck all that shit, man. You tripping. I ain't censoring nothing. I ain't taking nothing off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck all that. You know what I mean? I said the same shit. So Def Jam was like, you know what I'm saying? You can edit the shit or you can part ways. You know what I mean? Then you can do what the fuck you want. You know what I mean? So Clipse definitely chose to part ways. You know what I'm saying? They kept that Kendrick verse. You feel me? Def Jam was spooked because of Drake's lawsuits and shit that he got going on. You feel me? Def Jam is not trying to be no part of nobody's lawsuit. You know what I mean? That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? You can just tell by that. They like, oh nah. Y'all got Kendrick on the song and Pusha T, you went at Kendrick before and then you teamed up. Y'all both as rivals and y'all both got on a song? Nah. I ain't trying to be sued by that nigga Drake for some shit y'all doing. Def Jam pulled out fast on that one. They didn't want no parts of Drake possibly bringing them into a lawsuit. These niggas did not want that for their label, so they chose to part ways because these niggas had a goddamn song with the nigga. Yo, if that ain't, tell me you scared without saying you scared, my nigga. They is spooked. They like, yo, he not finna name us in no lawsuit. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck what he's saying on that song. But goddamn it, you two niggas on one song? Yeah, nah, I ain't trying to back that. You feel me? So I'm cool. Y'all gonna have to part ways, right? You know what I'm saying? With Drake out here suing shit, I ain't fucking with it. That shit crazy. Drake out here changing the game and shit got niggas thinking twice about fucking verses that might be put on the song when it comes from Kendrick. Lord have mercy. Drake is that shit crazy. Changing the game for the worse out here. Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying, got a small little win, being that they not finna chase the death penalty no more. Right? So I guess that's definitely a win. You feel me? Being that they not trying to kill your ass, it's definitely a win. You know what I'm saying? But now you still looking at life charges, life sentences for the charges that if you are convicted of, you still looking at life though. It's not like you looking at 10 years, 12 years. You looking at life. You feel me? So what is a life sentence? I think it's 50 years or something like that. So you looking at a life sentence, my G. That's cool that they not trying to kill you, but is that really a win if you looking at life? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't know. You feel me? I guess it's a win if you get to live if you get convicted, get to live your life out in the prison. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to that chair, getting either fried or injected with death. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's a win, you know what I mean? But now, free Lil Durk though, you know what I'm saying? I hope he do get off. I ain't gonna hold you know what I mean? I fuck with Lil Durk. I may not fuck with all of his music, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely fuck with Lil Durk though, you know what I mean? I don't know if he gonna get off or not, you know what I'm saying? The case don't seem as strong as it was seeming when he first got handcuffed up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just don't seem as strong as it did. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be dropping the gavel, making a decision today, actually. You know what I mean? On the 3rd. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. I don't know. You know what I mean? I hope he get off though. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish no prison sentence, life sentence on nobody. You feel me? That ain't the life of nobody. You know what I mean? Unless you deserve that. Unless you out here fucking on kids or something, or you know what I mean, doing some scumbag, malicious, evil, low down ass shit. Then yeah, you deserve the cell. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Durk was out here doing none of that. You feel me? So I'm on the free Durk team. You know what I mean? I don't see a black man go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And just some thoughts on this Megan shit. You know what I mean? They need to wrap Megan Thee Stallion up for perjury. You know what I'm saying? She need to get wrapped up for that because she out here lying. There's too much shit coming out that she lying about, proving that she lying about. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot coming out that you are just lying. You know what I'm saying? You keep changing your story up. You keep changing your testimony up on what happened. You know what I mean? First it was Glass, then he shot you, then Tory was the one who pulled the trigger, then evidence came out, he ain't even touched the gun. So man, yo, you lying in court, yo, you need to be arrested, yo. You know what I'm saying? You need to be arrested because you are lying. You caused a man to be locked up for 2 years and get stabbed 14 times. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have got stabbed probably if he wasn't in no prison. You feel me? But he in prison because of you, and it's behind a lie. So you need to be locked up. That's perjury. That's what that's called. When you lie to the courts and lie to the judges and shit like that, that is perjury. It don't make no sense that you are still out here shaking your ass and twerking on stages and performing and making all this money while you lied on a nigga and a nigga sitting in jail behind your lies. Shit crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? They need to do something and make an example out of Megan Thee Stallion. You feel me? She ain't doing nothing but empowering other bitches to lie on niggas and get niggas locked up. Cause she getting off scot-free with the shit and then coming out and changing the story up in the public eye. So we all know you motherfucking lying. Where's the arrest at, goddammit? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna talk about. All I had to share today. These all have been the closing thoughts. This was episode 257. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You feel me? Beats in this episode. You heard beats by my nigga Infectious. You also heard beats by Old Amazing Beats. And you also heard beats by my oldest son, Beats by JJ. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching though, because you could have been doing anything you wanted to do in the world, no matter who you are, whether you was a little brother, a little sister, an older brother, or older sister. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was a mother, a father, whether you was a niece, a nephew, or uncle, or auntie. You know what I'm saying? A grandma, a grandpa. You feel me? Whoever you is, and if y'all got pets sitting right there watching Kons podcast right along with you, whether your pet, you could have a pet pig. Let's say you could have a pet warthog. You know what I'm saying? You could have a pet dragon, a pet fish, goddamn, you have a pet snake. Let's say if you have a pet zebra, a horse. What if you have a pet hedgehog? You know what I'm saying? A pet ferret, a scorpion. What if you have a motherfucking pet goddamn squirrel, a bird? You feel me? If they got eyes on Kons podcast, I definitely fucks with them. You know what I'm saying? Like you see my emoji, homie. You know what I'm saying? My emoji nigga, my nigga emoji. You know what I'm saying? Scrolling up the screen, saluting you. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to Kons podcast. This has been episode 257. Constant motherfucking content. You feel me? See y'all next motherfucking episode. You feel me? Now you hear this beat creeping up in the background. You know what I'm saying? This beat was made by Beats by JJ, my oldest son that you hear creeping up in the background. You feel me? This beat was made by him. So enjoy this beat and enjoy these credits. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next episode, man. Thank you for tuning in. Tell your friends about it.
You hate me, don't you?
Damn, JJ.
You hate me, don't you?